Guys, Nick Wood here, the king of digital real estate. I want to talk today about the very worst, I mean the worst part of the rank and rent business model. I hate it. You're going to hate it. If you don't hate it, you're one of the lucky ones and you're an anomaly, not an exception. But I want to talk about this because everyone, no matter what they're selling, no matter what they're preaching, no matter what it is, it's always upside, 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 good, 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 good. Here's all the good things. Here's all the money you can make. Here's all the amazing things that you can do. But nobody wants to address the part that sucks, the part that once the honeymoon phase wears off. Because no matter what business model you start, there's going to be a honeymoon phase. There's going to be that exciting, sexy part. Even if you're not in a sexy business model, but that newness of a business, it's going to wear off. But at the beginning, you don't feel it, but it's going to wear off. And then it's like, okay, what are the things that you actually have to deal with? What are the downsides? What are the things that you have to be prepared and be willing to be dealing with on an ongoing basis? And this is something, I don't care who you are, where you're from, how good your skills are in this area. This is something I'm actually fairly good at by nature, but it still is, I would, in my experience, talking to all the people that I've talked to, the many, many coaching programs that I've purchased, the Digital Landlords program that I have created and promoted, and the students that I've seen come through it, this is the part that trips everybody up, that everyone goes, oh, I just don't like that part, and I don't know if I can keep doing that part, and oh my gosh. However, and ironically, it is also the one part of this business that you can win at, the one part that you can control, the one part that allows you to dominate all the local competition. And that, my friends, is content. Yes, I'm talking about the words that go on your page. And for those that don't know anything about SEO, there are a lot of things that go into SEO, search engine optimization, getting your website to rank to the top of Google. But there are three things that matter above all else, and one of those three things is content. Okay. And I don't know about you, but when I first got into this business, I never really thought about, like, how do they actually rank these websites? Is there a bunch of people sitting around a big round table like on King Arthur where they're just deciding, oh, this website, you know, which one goes first? Of course not. It's an algorithm. It's a bot, right? It's something, it's a robot that goes and it crawls your website, and it doesn't have eyeballs, but it can read what's on your website. So it looks at the text. What things are on your website? What is your website talking about? What are the keywords that you're talking about? What are the highlighted points that you're talking about? What are your image files called? It can't see what kind of image is on your actual website, but it sure can read the file name. And what baffles me is that even knowing this, people do not spend 2 seconds to learn how to write good content or to write good content. But this is the reason why we can win, is because if you look at it, guys, we're going into local. We're going into local. We're going against people who don't even know how to use their iPhones sometimes. And these people, go look at their websites. Their content sucks, man. They got like 50 words and it's a little bio about how they, you know, broke off from their grandfather. So what we got to do is we got to go in, we got to figure out the keywords, we got to write good, authoritative content, and we got to beat everyone at content. And it sucks. Man, I wrote the first 30 websites that I produced back when I started this. The first 30, y'all. And each of my websites has a minimum of 5,000 words, a maximum of 10,000 words, occasionally above that, once in a while below that. But think about it, do the math. Do 10,000, do 7,000 times 30. I've written a lot of content and I've hated every single second of it. I don't like writing content about concrete. I don't like writing content about tree service or open cell spray foam or closed cell spray foam. That sucks, man. I want to be in the pool. I want to be traveling. I want to be working out. I want to be doing stuff that I want to do. This is the part of this business that sucks, but here's the good news, is that if you will be somebody who will look at it and go, hey, I'm going to learn this, I'm going to master this, and I am going to dominate the content game. Instead of looking at this as how do I avoid it, how do I master it? How do I go in, how do I learn it, how do I master it, and then outsource it? And what I've been able to do is, after I wrote those first painstaking 30 websites, I learned it well enough that I could teach it. And then what I did is I started putting in systems and processes, and then all I had to do was manage those systems and processes, and I have people that write the content. And then I found somebody that could manage the people that write the content, and now all I do is sell. And now I'm to the point where I'm getting people to sell for me, right? And it's just this evolution. But guys, I want to let you guys know, you are going to hate. Let me slow down. I got a truck in front of me that's spitting rocks. And if you hit the G-Wag with a rock, it's going to be problems. It's going to be wahala, as they say in Africa. Wahala. So I'm going to slow down here, okay? Content is painful. There's no and ifs or buts around it. It is painful, it is tough, it is rough, and very few people enjoy it. Now, there are some people, and if you're one of the lucky ones that actually enjoys writing it, you better lean into that so hard. You better lean into that so hard, because you are an anomaly, not the rule. You're an exception, not the rule. But for the normal person, for the regular person, for me, you, and everybody else that hates content, just know that it's necessary. It's something that you're going to have to get in, you're going to have to do, you're going to have to master, and then you're going to have to outsource. But if you will do it, on the other side of it, you will rank websites, you will get leads, you will be able to lower the cost of your ad budgets so that you will put more money in your pocket, okay? And I'm here to tell you this because what I've realized is that when people are selling, they focus so much on the good, the upside. I learned this when I was selling door to door, when I had these first year reps, and they would talk about all the good stuff of what the customer got, and it was good for the customer, it's good for the customer. And guess what? The customer's probably already sold. You just got to you got to answer the question they're thinking, which is, what's the catch? And so for those of you that are listening to me, you're watching my YouTube videos, you're my free Facebook group, you're on my Discord channel, you're watching my YouTube show on Mondays. By the way, check all that stuff out, my Instagram, my TikTok. And you're already sold and you're going, what's the catch? There are things that suck, man. There are things that really, really suck. And one of them is content. And here's what I always say though, is yes, it sucks. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's tough, but it's better. And it sucks less than being broke. It sucks less than having regret. Okay? Having regret that you didn't live the life you could have, the life that you should have. You didn't take care of your family or your friends or those that you care about because you weren't willing to do the uncomfortable things. Of course it sucks, but it's also naive to assume that there's a business model that doesn't have downside. If there wasn't downside, it would be a scam. Of course there's downside. In any business you get into, I don't care if it's NFT this, crypto that, MLM thingamabobber, there is going to be downside. And anyone that tells you there's not, they're lying to you and they're trying to trick you into it. Guys, you're going to have to get in. You're not going to be able to throw up websites and automatically millions of dollars just going to gravitate like a tractor being right to you. It's not going to happen. You got to work. You got to do some stuff that sucks. I hate writing content. I hated writing 200,000 words of content when I was getting going. But you know what? It sure beat being broke. It sure beat having to choose between going on a vacation or not. It sure beat having to decide if we could go out to dinner or not. So, it's one of the things that sucks about this business, and it's the reality. And so if you're somebody that's not willing to do content because you hate it so much and it's such a painful thing, good. Go do drop shipping, okay? If you're somebody that's not willing to do it because whatever reason, good. I don't care. I just want to tell you the reality. I want to gain your trust by telling you what you're going to be facing. And this is one of the things. This is one of the downsides. It's the real talk, man. The honeymoon stage will wear off. You will be faced with 2,000 words of content, and you're either going to do it and build the life of your dreams and be able to travel wherever you want to travel and do the things you want to do and pay for your in-laws to go on a vacation, buy your dad a Rolex, buy the car you want to buy, and the house you want to buy, create generational wealth and all the other things that are on your list. Or you can keep complaining, dude. You can keep complaining. That's all I got.